Good evening, everyone at New You Life. Holy smokes, it is going crazy out there. I think we're going to do 400 or 500 more people tonight on the call. So congratulations and thank you for your interest in this awesome company with this awesome product, awesome leadership. There's great things going on, guys. And I'm telling you, you guys are just tearing up the United States. It won't be long before we'll be a household name because we're starting with this little fire that's rapidly looking like it's going to turn into a huge fire. So we appreciate everyone's hard work. Let me bring everybody up to speed, what's going on. Guys, this was as of like 6 o'clock. I think we're right at 2,100 distributors. We are at 729 customers. We even have another Diamond Ambassador, Chris Cavadon. We have ambassadors. I believe it's Johnny Lowe and Frank Marone, and then there's some more guys, right on their tail, guys. We got like 15, 20 people in leadership roles. And let me tell you, this is pretty exciting what's going on because this is the first time in my 25 years being in the industry where it's just not me. It's a wealth of people, making an incredibly large amount of money in less than 100 days per week, not per month, per week. So I'm very excited that, we have a founder and an owner that has put so much emphasis on what I believe in a theory that will make us explode in addition to our product, and that is pay the people. Pay the people for doing their work, put 50 cents back in their hands, and they will get it done. And we trust you guys, and I wanted to just say thank you myself and congratulate everyone on their success because we have people, hitting coordinator, hitting coach, hitting life coach, and then they could hit coach, and then the next week they're a life coach, and then the next week they're an ambassador. I mean, they're just smoking through this compensation plan. And I think one of the most exciting parts about it, you're not going to get rich on a $700 car bonus, and I don't know what the heck it is about that, but my goodness, there's so many people running for that, so everybody wants to drive a nice car. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. I want to remind everybody that when you're joining or you're having people join or if you're signing people up, do your very best. If you're doing it yourself, try to get their bank account info so you can put that in the bonus account section of the distributor application as you're signing them up. And if they do it themselves, they may not know what it is. Guys, that's how we pay you with direct deposit, okay? So if any of you haven't done it, you log into your profiles, you edit your profile, and then you go to edit your bonus account on the left. So edit your bonus accounts so that you can put your bank account information in there so we can pay you direct deposit. You don't want to be waiting for a check to come in the mail. Who knows, that might take a week or 2 weeks. And then the second thing, when you're signing distributors up, use their cell phone for the number with the red asterisk, or I can't remember, maybe it's a black asterisk. You put their cell phone in that field as their main number. There's a reason I'm asking you to do that, because when we group all the contacts in the morning to send out the text, we do send out an email, but also a text goes out. If it's a home phone, they're not going to get the text. So tell people don't use their home phone, don't use their office phone, use their cell phone. Awesome. Okay, so let's just, I want to jump right into it. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Joe Giuliano, and I am just so excited to be a part of this. I call it a movement, I call it a mission, I call it a vision, and it's just a lot of fun what we're doing. And this is kind of a big step for New You Life. Alex talked, and he said, we're going to put a medical advisory board together, and we have a lot of docs that are interested in that. And it's my pleasure tonight. I'm going to introduce the very first member of the New You Life Medical Advisory Board, which is Dr. Lyn Hanshaw. And I'm telling you, not only is she an awesome lady, she's been a doc for a long time, guys. She's a board-certified bariatric medicine, board-certified family medicine, medical residency, MD with honors, by the way, MA in genetics, BA in biology. I mean, it just goes and goes and goes and goes, and she understands hormones. She studied hormones and so many different things in the research and directly working with people. So I'm very honored to introduce all of you to Dr. Lyn Hanshaw. Dr. Lyn, how are you tonight? Are you out there?
Oh, fantastic. This is so exciting, and I'm so honored to be part of the team. Fantastic.
Well, Dr. Lyn, I know they didn't come to hear me talk. Did you hear those beeps of people coming in? I mean, there's probably, last time I said 400, we ended up at 507. So let's see if you could break that record tonight. Thank you for being here, Dr. Lyn. And Dr. Lyn, tell us a little bit about yourself and your career as we get started.
Well, my major emphasis is health and helping people take care of themselves. The biggest problem we have in the United States is our conventional doctors don't know what they're doing because they are not addressing hormones, they're not addressing environmental toxicity, and those are the things that will get in our way of having a perfectly wonderful, healthy life. We can help these folks, and hormones are key.
Well, that's absolutely true. Hormones are key. Let's tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to this place, Dr. Lyn, as far as, you want to help people and there's all these different things going on. And how did you end up finding out that it was, the hormonal issue where you needed to end up?
I think probably when I was getting board certified in bariatric medicine, I was born in Yakima, Washington, and the east side of that state is very, very toxic from all the pesticides. We're number one for breast cancer. We're number one for MS. My own family has suffered with that, and I had to become an expert in these areas in order to help my own family and then to help my patients. And so that certainly got me aware of what was going on, and it is critical that we address the pathways in the body with detoxification protocols, etc., but it's the hormones. They are the messenger molecules. Your cells do not know what to do if they don't have proper hormones in the proper amounts and the proper balance. And conventional doctors do not do that. They're not trained properly. And so most people will have a very difficult time finding a professional who can actually help them.
Wow, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let's talk a little. Let's talk about a little more about that, Dr. Hanshew. I don't want to get too deep, but you said something there that interested me, and I'm going to bet that a lot of other people are interested in how the hormones are so critical to, our body developing, cells developing healthy, just a healthy lifestyle, immune systems, endocrine systems, all these different things. Expand on that. Just go a little deeper. Don't go into doctor world because remember, we all have to understand it. And I know you do such a great job of putting things in layman's terms, but just go a little deeper with that. I think the people would want to hear that.
Well, it's so important, and it affects everyone from the moment you're conceived until you die, basically, right? So, again, hormones are messenger molecules. And, again, talking about human growth hormone, that is the master. It is the healing hormone. It is the director. And we have to take good care of our bodies. We have to supplement appropriately. We have to clear out these pathways so hormones can do their job. And it's so very, very difficult. If you want to work with conventional doctors, they are not trained in this. Turn on the TV all day long. All you see are pharmaceutical drug ads. It's illegal everywhere else in the world. You can't do that. So, again, we need to educate ourselves on what does work. We got to get the bad guys out and the good guys in, and we have to support the endocrine system especially because it tells our body what to do. Every cell in the body is waiting for a messenger molecule called a hormone. And unless that hormone comes along and tells it what to do, that cell is sitting there with no clue.
So is it true that, Alex has taught us, I don't want to say is it true, what I guess what I wanted to say is how fast does it happen, when we hit 25 and then we hit 30 and then we hit 35. how fast does it happen or escalate as we age, where we need HGH as that mother hormone to be the director in our bodies?
Well, I'll tell you, we start going downhill pretty fast at about 20. By 25, we're in trouble. And so we need to supplement. And it takes a long time to get that back if you're trying to do it on your own. So we're in trouble. By age 40, most people need to be on supplementation, if not earlier. By age 25, we're pretty much in trouble. By 40, we're in a lot of trouble if we don't have appropriate supplementation.
Wow. I talk to a lot of 50-year-olds, and they're like, man, my muscle mass, and it happened to me. My muscle mass starts disappearing when I hit 50, and I talk to other people where it happens a lot. Well, let's talk about our gel. Let's start with the safety issues of our HGH gel that Alex created with New You Life, and talk about the safety of that in reference to everyone using it. Because sometimes we have people, they're afraid of it because they've heard something on injectables or something like that. So talk to me a little bit about the safety of our gel.
Well, it is so exciting that we have the transdermal homeopathic, and it is FDA registered. There are no side effects. And unlike the injections of the human growth hormone that is the traditional treatment, there are side effects when people are shooting themselves up with that. It's a very powerful hormone. But the beauty of homeopathic, like cures like, and it's all about dilution and nanomedicine. This is nanomedicine. There are no side effects. It's fantastic. And when you're looking at the type of improvement you get, everything from increasing energy, metabolism, burning fat stores, increasing your lean mass, and it's in charge of body fluids and the lymph system, increasing bone density, cardiac, and the immune system. And you can gain 1 to 2 pounds of muscle every 2 to 3 weeks if you're eating and working out properly. So again, those are all the things that are involved when human growth hormone is in the proper concentration.
Wow, that's awesome to know. I'll tell you, just working with all the people, I hear a lot, and sometimes it seems like the men, use, or a lot of them are going 2 in the morning, two pumps in the morning, 2 pumps at night, and it seems like, 1 pump and 1 pump work better for women. It just seems like I hear that. Is there any reason for that, Dr. Lyn, that you know of?
It could be just size of the person, one thing, and then also the deposition of fat. Many women will have a higher percent of body fat, and that could certainly affect the absorption and assimilation into the body.
Okay, gotcha. Because I've had some, they're doing 2 pumps, and they're like, wow, this might be too much for me. And I'm like, well, take it down to a pump and see how that goes. I've even had some women take it down to a half pump and see how that goes. And they stay on that for like a week or 2, and then they go back up to 1 and 1, and they seem like they're fine. So maybe it's just a case of, like you said, and then, their bodies are getting more used to it.
Absolutely.
Well, you've talked a lot about things on the inside. Talk to us about the noticeable benefits of the HGH microdose in our HGH gel on the outside. Things, and how time progresses, how we might notice more and more.
Well, I think some of the important parts that people would notice is healthier hair, thicker hair. Their skin will be more supple, and the nails won't be so brittle. And joint mobility, that's a big, people will notice joint mobility, trying to get out of a chair, trying to sit down in a chair. Muscle tone, that's so important, and strength, again, getting in and out of a chair. And those women, especially who are concerned about osteoporosis, following up on their bone density, that is huge. So those are some of the things, again, with the HGH, the transdermal, homeopathic, and it goes throughout the entire body, affects all the different pathways, and every cell in the body will benefit from it.
Wow, that's absolutely awesome. How fast, you talked about side effects already, and I saw that question again come in. You already talked about that, and you said not going to happen because of the microdosing. How fast can a person expect results? Because I've seen, Lee and I felt it in 3 days, but then sometimes I talk to people where it might take 3 or 4 weeks, Dr. Lyn. Not only how fast can they expect some results, but once you talk about that, then go into, how on our website we post the 6 months benefits and how they seem to escalate and escalate and escalate in a better way. Talk to us about that, about the results and when we can experience those.
Again, it is such an individual situation, again, depending how mobile a person is. Are they eating correctly? Are they well hydrated? Are they taking their minerals and vitamins? Are they digesting their food? Digestive enzymes and probiotics are critical. And so it's a whole systemic effect. But again, HGH is the master. And so this has been a missing point for people. So it is so important, again, that people determine a protocol and follow it. The more regular you are, the more consistent you are, the better results you're going to notice. And what I'm having people do is actually fill out a symptom sheet, and I have them check their symptoms off every 4 weeks because, again, the conscious mind is not very good at keeping track of things. We tend to forget, even in a day or two. And so I will have people fill out a form, and I have them assess on a scale of 1 to 5, how is their mood? And again, the hair, the skin, the nails, hair growth, joint mobility, libido, fat loss, muscle tone, strength, memory. And again, that helps people kind of keep track of their symptoms because we forget. And that really does seem to help to categorize and quantify the results that people are getting.
Wow. Well, since we're talking about all this wonderful stuff, Dr. Lyn, how about when people are HGH deficient? What are the side effects? Let's talk about the bad side of aging, because I tell people, listen, if there's one thing I know that's going to happen, when we hit 25 and 30, we have just succumbed to aging, and it's going to happen. Talk about some of the things that that you see, or that you've witnessed over the years in treating people when they're deficient in HGH. Talk about some of that, because part of the excitement that's catapulting us into this position of success with sharing this product with so many individuals that need it is the results that they're having. But, because I think when you talk about the negative things as far as what we experience when we age, that's going to put a bug in people's ear to say, hey, I need to talk to Jack, or I need to talk to Sally. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, and a common phrase I use all the time is, stupid, fat, and tired. How's that working for you? No one wants to be stupid, fat, and tired, and welcome to America. Look at even our teenagers and our young adults. They're stupid, fat, and tired. Why? Well, they don't have a proper immune system. They don't have a proper hormone system. Their digestion isn't okay, and that's what we're up against. So I think, and again, if you can see it from the outside, it's a little bit easier to quantify. Someone can get on a scale, or all of a sudden their belt's a little too tight. But it's really hard to quantify these different symptoms. But something else too, I think, is again the memory and the quickness of thought. Those kinds of things we start losing at about age 25, and all of a sudden people think they're getting demented. Well, they're not, but they're low on HGH. and some other hormones as well.
Wow, that's a great way to put it. I want to go back to, you mentioned something. I had a question just in. I'm going to say this just in. You mentioned nanomedicine. Tell the callers what that means and why it's safer. Please expand on nanomedicine.
You bet. Well, I think people are familiar with the term homeopathy. And again, that is about like curing like. And traditionally, over the last several hundreds of years, many, many cultures around the planet have used this dilution process in order to make very, very powerful medicines that help the body to heal with absolutely no side effects. So it is a very specific dilution factor, and it's actually nano. So it's 10 to the minus 9. That's a whole bunch of zeros with a decimal point there. And those kinds of medicines have been found to be very, very effective around the whole world, and now they're much more common and much more readily available in the United States. So homeopaths, they're in every city. They have wonderful training, and they can be very specific in helping the body to heal.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Few more questions for you, Dr. Lyn. How about the safety of gel versus injections? I'm just going to lay it out like that, and then I'm going to let you take it from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, by definition, the transdermal gel is fantastic. There is no risk of poking somebody in the wrong place, getting some kind of infection from the needle, doing the wrong dose. Again, having a transdermal gel, again, and applying it on the body in the proper places is a fantastic delivery form. Just couldn't ask for anything more.
And what are some of the negative things other than infection? What about overdose, the wrong application or, of the injections?
Oh, absolutely. Wrong place, wrong amount, wrong item. Those kind of things happen all day long in the doctor's office. I've seen it.
Wow. How about this one?
And they
Say it again, Dr. Lyn. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No. Oh, and they sure charge you a lot too, even if they screw up.
They get paid either way. It's like Wall Street.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I get a lot of questions about boosters, commonly known in the medical field as secretagogues. So explain to everybody what a secretagogue is and how and why our gel is different, please.
Okay. So when we're looking at secretagogues, these are amino acid complexes that generate hormones or prohormones. Okay, so we're looking at different amino acids in the brain, especially relative to various hormones. And the secretagogues, if you are administering those can really get in the way of proper metabolism and proper production of the hormones that we should have. And so you can get into trouble with secretagogues very quickly, especially those in the steroid families. And that's where some of these products are very carefully regulated. So it's important to pay attention to that for sure.
Well, thank you very much. Dr. Lyn, tell everybody how long you've been taking the gel and how you believe it's helped you. I think everybody wants to hear that.
Probably about 2 months. I was just introduced to this, and I have a fiance who's been working with it, and he's been using it religiously, 4 squirts a day, and his metabolism is up, and he's feeling stronger and working harder. And I do a lot of work at the desk, unfortunately. But I think the key thing for me is memory and really staying sharp, and that human growth hormone is critical for that, as well as strength and stamina. I'm a little person. I'm 5'2" and 120 pounds. I'm a little person. But, you know, I want to stay strong and run up and down the stairs and be able to push the snow around out here in Nebraska. So I got to stay strong. And I'm 62 years old. Most don't guess that.
Well, that's awesome, Dr. Lyn. And even though you're little, you pack a big punch. Last question I'm going to ask you is, who would you recommend this gel to?
Everyone. Everyone over age 25. The studies show that. They show it, and you don't need blood levels. You don't need tests. But we sure have a list of symptoms that people should be paying attention to. And it makes a huge difference. Don't wait till you're 40. Don't wait till you're 50. That's too late. The studies show age 25, we're already in trouble.
Wow. So a 25-year-old could start taking this and not experience what I've experienced over the last 25 years because I'm 50. I've never used HGH before other than to 11 months ago. So that's great. That's great advice. Well, let's see, Dr. Lyn, if we have any more questions on the hot wire. That is it. Well, Dr. Lyn, listen, welcome to New You Life. I want to congratulate you as being the first member of the New You Life Medical Advisory Board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to read about Dr. Lyn, her background is on the website under the Science tab. And this is a very, very, very exciting time. Hold on.
Can I ask a question?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Listen, guys. Here's my number. I'm going to let the one man, since he unmuted himself to ask the question. The rest of you, if you want questions answered, here is my phone number. I don't want you to speak out. I want you to text them. That number is 317-697-6146. 317-697-6146. Sir, you did unmute yourself. I'm going to give you one vocal question. Go for it.
Yes, that's me. I'm Rob Ruffalo here, doctor, chiropractor, and physical therapist. Hey, how are you? Some of my people that I've been talking to, other physicians and chiropractors, are concerned if they're post-cancer patients or any other kind of disorders, would this be a contraindication?
I have done the research on that, and I can find no contraindication relative to that. And it's a very good question, because as soon as you hear the word growth, people are concerned. And what I remind people, a better name is the healing hormone. That is the correct name for the human growth factor. The better name is healing hormone. So again, I've done the research, and I cannot find anything relative to cancer or other type of abnormal growth in cells. And if anyone can find any, we sure all want to see it, but I've not been able to find any yet.
Great. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you,
You bet.
Doc.
Thank you for being on the
Thank you
call.
very much. Let's see. Okay, so here's a question. Well, somebody asked me if there's any other transdermal. There might be a transdermal, but we are the only one that's registered with the FDA with the NDC code, ladies and gentlemen. So we are the only one available without prescription, listed and registered on the FDA website. We're proud to say that. I had one. Okay, so you guys are barraging me. They're barraging me with specific medical questions. And guys, here's the one I'm going to ask, okay, about HGH in the immune system and immune disorders. There's so many of them, Dr. Lyn. Can you address that? Because, I mean, I got a bunch, and they're all kind of revolving around that.
Well, the key thing relative to the immune system it really has more to do with environmental toxicity issues. And so I do recommend to folks that they do need to follow detoxification protocols. Using a zeolite is a fantastic natural mineral that will pull all toxins out, pesticides, heavy metals, etc. That's really the key thing. And so it's really all about detoxification.
Wow, awesome. Okay, here's a good one. I just got a question in about women with hot flashes. Now, it has happened where women are using this product and they get the return of hot flashes. And I've heard Alex talk a lot, Dr. Lyn, about sometimes things get worse before they get better. I don't know if your answer is going to evolve around that, but I do have a lot of women asking about hot flashes.
Well, hot flashes can commonly occur due to an imbalance. So it doesn't necessarily mean a low level of hormones. It can be a change in hormone levels or even a higher level. And so it's difficult to know exactly what's going on, but a change or an imbalance can cause hot flashes as a common occurrence. And what I would do if that came on after using the HGH, I would probably just back off a little bit and take it a little bit slower because, again, a change in hormone levels, certainly one symptom can be hot flashes.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. I got people asking, progressive diseases. I got people asking about Crohn's. I got you took care of the hot flashes. Someone says, if I'm a male at age 62, is it too late for me? Dr. Joe could come in on this one and say, absolutely not. Hurry up and get on it. But that's a good question. I mean, because you're saying 25, people might be thinking, is it too late? Talk about that, Dr. Lyn. I think that, there's no time like the present to start using the product.
Absolutely. Hey, I was board certified in anti-aging medicine. It's all about the hormones. Again, bad guys, get them out of your body and the good guys in. And the good guys, you have to have proper hormones. You have to have proper balance of them. And it starts with HGH.
Awesome. Okay. Well, Dr. Lyn, there's tons of questions coming in about specific ailments. And I've got a whole bunch of them on inflammation and arthritis and, the possibility of HGH helping that. And then, guys, we're going to end it on that because if not, I have 50 texts now with different specific, and I got a lot of them that revolve around inflammation. So, Dr. Lyn, let's talk about that for a minute.
Okay. So you can't have inflammation if you don't have acid. And where does the acid come from? Most of it comes from the gut. So digestive enzymes and probiotics are very important. And then you have to get your body alkaline. You cannot have inflammation without acid. Get rid of the acid. How do you do that? Again, digest your food. And then we need to get alkaline, so you can use things like lemon water, diluted, apple cider vinegar, diluted, baking soda, and not a lot because you don't want to overload the system with sodium. And then if you ever have a chance, look at an acid alkalinity food chart. Eat foods from the alkaline side. And you won't know what they are until you look at that chart. It's very interesting. Things that you think might be acidic are actually alkaline in the body. But that is huge, and that would be my best recommendation relative to that. Get alkaline.
And that's why 9 times out of 10.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Lyn, thank you for answering all the questions that you did. It's been probably been like 35 minutes. And it's just, I think it's fun. People love hearing from you. And I have a lot more texts, but I'm not going to go through that because they're all like different individualized. Not that you guys are not important, but we could be here for 4 hours with what I'm looking at. So, Dr. Lyn, thank you so much. Go check out yourself on the website. And now, guys, I think to cap off the call, who I'm sure is very excited, I'm going to bring on Alex, our founder. Alex, thank you for putting this thing together. Thank you for bringing Dr. Lyn on board. She just has a spirit of helping people, and just looks like there's a lot of individuals at our company that are on a mission. And not just, listen, we're not just here to make money, guys. I mean, I know we get pretty excited about that, but when we hear somebody say, wow, this product, I feel like it's changing my life, we get pretty darn excited. So, Alex, thank you for that. And how are you, sir?
I'm great. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, loud and clear. How about this tonight, Alex?
Oh, my God. It's been very difficult, to be honest with you. I'm usually not used to standing on the sidelines. I love, right? I love being involved, and I love getting the questions and answering the questions. But, man, Dr. Lyn, amazing. Thank you. I've had the honor to spend some personal time with you not too long ago, and wow, I mean, we share so many things, the same visions, the same ethics. We want to help people constantly. I mean, her studies and my research into the acid-alkaline world, the hormone health, and the health of the gut and how important this is. Hopefully we're going to be able, hand in hand, we're going to be able to change many lives and educate so many people, in our coming future here. But I can't thank you enough. You've answered everything phenomenally, and it's constant learning for all of us here. Learning from somebody with your caliber, professional experience in your field, and dealing with hormones and getting certified in this industry as well. And I want to thank you again for joining the team and how proud I am of this conversation that we had tonight and the Q&As and what a breath of fresh air, honestly. So thanks again, Dr. Lyn.
Thank you, Alex. I'm so thrilled to be part of the team. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, today I want to talk a little bit more about what's coming up in the next few months for us and what's been happening up to date. So some of our visions and our upcoming deals and where we started and where we have become in short 3 months. We're just beginning to enter our 4th month in business here. So first of all, I want to be able to tell everybody, and I'm talking about the field of distributors and our customers above all, and our supporters left and right, and everybody out there that's been joining us. Thank you, a huge thank you. It's been a phenomenal journey where we've achieved so much so quickly. I can't even believe it. Where we've obliterated our projections 5 times. We started ordering 5,000 bottles at a time. We're ordering 20,000 bottles at a time right now, literally in less than 3 months. Some of our upcoming changes, growing changes, are going to be coming up soon. Next month, we're going to be moving into a large facility. We're going to be handling internal fulfillment warehouse. We're going to be expanding our customer service. We're going to be upgrading our software. What else? We're going to be doing, let's see here. We're going to be dealing with handling all the projections for the company. We're going to be building the medical advisory board with Dr. Lyn and other fellow doctors that are very, very excited, and they want to join the company, and they're huge users and believers of the product, and they share our mission and goals in spreading the word out there and joining us in educating all of the consumers. As some of you guys may know, I'm not an MLMer, honestly. I'm a product person. I'm a product. It's all about the product for me. I'm the product guy. This is the industry that I've been living for 27 years, and I'm going to continue doing this forever. So I'm going to be continuing developing products that can make changes in everybody's lives. And hopefully with our medical advisory board, it's going to be more powerful, more educational, and it's going to make a difference in everybody's lives. Another thing that we're working on is a legal board to solidify our company and make sure it's going to be here for a long, long time to come. Since I'm not planning on any exit strategies anytime soon or ever, for that matters, That means this is going to be something very important that we're investing in as well. As you see, huge major changes coming up and big deals on growing and growth, and with the help of all of you guys, our leaders, our distributors, our educators, our doctors, our legal, all of that. We're going to be a company that's going to be unstoppable. And just to give you guys a heads up on where we've started, where we've become, in past 2,000 distributors in 3 months, projected at 25,000 by the end of the year, and we should be over a $33 to $35 million company by the end of the year. Money doesn't matter. It's not about the $33 million. It's about 50% on the dollar for the HGH is going to be back to the distributors that are building this together. So this is what I'm proud of. I don't care about anything but that. So we're going to be changing lives, not only health, but also wealth. And I know those things come hand in hand. And you know, I know some people can do the health without the wealth, and some people can do the other one, but those two together is a powerful, unstoppable combination. So we're definitely going to be giving back and continue to give back and respect all our distributors that are helping build this company. Again, I thank everybody for being here tonight. It's been a record event, and it's always a record event. Every time I come on, I'm proud to say it's been bigger and bigger. Thanks again for everybody for your valuable time. And thanks for joining us on our journey. And I can't wait to be talking more to you guys about what's coming up in the future. Looking forward for our launch. This is not even launch. This is all pre-launch, guys. The launch is going to be phenomenal, and we're going to reach a new record probably then, which hopefully is going to be coming up towards the end of July. So looking forward to that. Thank you all very, very much.
Alex, you're awesome. Thank you for putting New You Life together. You're changing many lives. Dr. Lyn, thank you for your part on the Medical Advisory Board. Congratulations on being the first doc to join. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on the Opportunity webinar. I'll be doing that webinar. Let's make it a record, guys. Let's put 300, 400, 500 people on the webinar and explode your business. This is about each one of you individually. That's the you in New You Life. Everything is about you. So bring your prospects to this. I will get this call to the leadership and get it out, and we'll have it on a link, and we'll be sending it out probably tomorrow, worst case scenario. And thank you for your time. Good night, everyone. God bless.